Analyst predicts when Shedeur Sanders will start for Browns. The Cleveland Browns quarterback competition is about to enter its next phase. Heading into training camp, Joe Flacco, Kenny Pickett, Dillon Gabriel, and Shedeur Sanders are vying for the starting job, as head coach Kevin Stefanski weighs multiple options. While Flacco and Pickett appear to hold early advantages based on their experience, Sanders has generated significant attention with his rapid development. The rookie's impressive showing during previous practices sparked conversations about his potential timeline for seeing meaningful action. ESPN analyst Harry Douglas believes that the wait could be shorter than many expect. Game 7, that's when the Cleveland Browns play the Miami Dolphins. And if Shedeur Sanders goes into training camp and he's lights out, and he's playing very well in preseason, there's going to have to be conversations that it might be earlier than that. Because what you don't want to do if you're Kevin Stefanski is have a guy show that he is the guy, but you not play him. Then you're going to have some controversy when it comes to your roster and older players who are trying to win right now, Douglas said. Sanders has shown the poise and accuracy that made him a coveted prospect heading into the 2025 NFL Draft. Despite being selected in the 5th round, 2 rounds after Gabriel, Sanders may be displaying the first-round talent scouts once projected. His performance at OTAs and minicamp was particularly noteworthy, completing almost 78% of his throws during drills. The Browns face a challenging early schedule that includes the Cincinnati Bengals, Baltimore Ravens, Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions, and Minnesota Vikings. This brutal stretch could accelerate Sanders' timeline if the veteran quarterbacks struggle. The Week 7 game against the Dolphins presents an interesting opportunity, as Miami's secondary has shown vulnerability. Following that, Cleveland faces the New England Patriots and New York Jets, potentially creating a favorable environment for a rookie debut. Sanders looks to possess the arm strength, leadership qualities, and football IQ that coaches value. Preseason performances against the Carolina Panthers, Philadelphia Eagles, and Los Angeles Rams could be crucial indicators of his readiness for the starting job. The Cleveland Browns have always been a team with high hopes and heartbreak woven into their DNA. From legendary blunders to quarterback carousels, few franchises have struggled so publicly with finding the guy under center. But now, a new name is creating waves across Cleveland and beyond, Shedeur Sanders. After being drafted in the 2025 NFL Draft, late in the 1st round, by a Browns front office desperate for long-term stability at quarterback, Shedeur instantly became the most talked-about rookie in Ohio. And this week, a well-respected NFL analyst made a bold, headline-grabbing prediction. Week 9. That's when Shedeur Sanders takes over as the Browns starter. And once he does, there's no going back. Marcus Tolliver, NFL Network analyst. Fans immediately asked, why Week 9? Why not sooner? Why not later? And what does this say about the Browns' confidence in their current QB, Deshaun Watson? Let's unpack Tolliver's prediction and what it could mean for one of the most watched rookie stories of the year. A ticking clock in Cleveland. Deshaun Watson's massive contract still looms over the Browns' future like Lake Erie fog, dense, heavy, and hard to see through. Though there have been flashes of his old brilliance, the inconsistency and off-field baggage have worn thin with fans and some in the organization. And with the Browns investing a high pick in Shedeur Sanders, they signaled something loud and clear. They're preparing for the future, and they're willing to pivot if needed. Marcus Tolliver, who spent years as a quarterback consultant before joining NFL Network, explained his reasoning in a recent segment. You look at Cleveland's schedule, and it's front-loaded with tough matchups. Weeks 1 through 8. Baltimore, Cincinnati, Philly, and the Chiefs. If Deshaun struggles, and I mean if he's not clicking, then by the mid-season by week, the pressure to make a change will be overwhelming. Week 9, conveniently, comes after Cleveland's Week 8 bye. The ideal transition window. Tolliver's prediction isn't just based on Watson's possible struggles. It's also about preparation. Shedeur, despite his high football IQ, has never taken an NFL snap. He'll need time to adjust to the speed, the pressure, and the playbook. You don't throw him in Week 1, Tolliver said. You give him reps in practice, you build the game plan around his strengths, and you install him after the bye, when you've had 2 weeks to prepare. This approach makes sense. Many successful rookie QBs, think Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Justin Herbert, had the benefit of patience. Their teams waited for the right moment. For Cleveland, Week 9 could be that moment. It's at home, against the Raiders, and sets up a manageable second-half schedule. What Shedeur brings? Let's not forget why Cleveland drafted Shedeur in the first place. This isn't a vanity pick. This is a quarterback with NFL blood, elite pocket awareness, and one of the highest football IQs in the 2025 class. At Colorado, Shedeur routinely carried an offense that couldn't protect him for more than 2 seconds. Yet he stood tall in the pocket, read blitzes like a veteran, and delivered with accuracy under pressure. Scouts praised his ability to process defenses pre-snap and his uncanny ability to reset mentally after big hits or turnovers. Tolliver believes Shedeur's poise is his superpower. You can't teach that kind of calm. That's what separates him. He's not just a quarterback, he's a CEO. And the Browns haven't had that in a long time. Inside the locker room, while fans debate the timing, those closest to the team say the Browns' locker room is already warming to the rookie. One anonymous veteran reportedly told a local reporter. He doesn't act like a rookie, doesn't talk much, but when he throws, everyone watches. He's got it. That kind of quiet respect doesn't come from TikTok dances or nil flash. It comes from consistency, from showing up early, from knowing the playbook, from leading the scout team with energy. Shedeur has reportedly been doing all of that, and more. The pressure cooker. But make no mistake, the moment he steps onto that field, the pressure will be immense. The expectations from fans, media, and even within his own family, with Coach Prime watching every snap, will be sky high. But Shedeur has never shied away from the spotlight. If anything, he thrives in it. Back in college, when asked how he deals with criticism, Shedeur gave a now viral answer. I don't hear the noise. I play for my team, my goals, and my standards. That's it. It's that mindset that may make him the perfect candidate to weather Cleveland's media circus, and finally bring stability to a quarterback room that's been a revolving door for 2 decades.